Hey, hi there, Bev. Thanks for joining me on this interview. Um, what I was hoping to achieve with this interview is that, I've put the banner at the top there, fan page showcase. As we were talking earlier, hopefully we can talk through what you've done to get your page to 1,000+ likes as it is now, and hopefully people brand new starting watching this recording will learn something from that and learn that those relatively simple techniques that we use do actually work, do actually help you develop a brand and a fan page. So I think a good place for us to start, Bev. When you started, what was your experience of Facebook? How much did you know about Facebook?
Oh, hi Simon, thanks for inviting me.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, it's great to be here, and my knowledge of Facebook, I've been on Facebook quite a long time, but I had no idea there was another side to Facebook, the business side.
Yeah.
And so I started investigating further and realized the potential of it, and it's just so exciting. So I'm really happy with that now. So I'm glad I know about that.
Yeah. So how did you stumble upon Facebook fan pages and their potential for creating a business and generating income?
Well, I came across Joe Barnes of the Social Networking Academy, and that's when I really heard about building them and driving traffic to them and everything, so I was really attracted to that.
Yeah.
And I had been looking at marketing for a couple of years before that.
Right.
And
okay.
I never quite found the thing that I wanted to do, and then as soon as I heard about Facebook, I was just blown away, and I just knew it was what I wanted to do. So I was very happy to discover that.
Yeah. So you were sort of quite keen on social media anyway. Is that why you decided on the niche that you chose?
Yes, I was very keen on it. I also, with my previous experience with internet marketing, I realized how hard it was to actually drive traffic to websites and that, and I saw how much easier it could be using Facebook, a Facebook page, and it really appealed to me, being able to chat to people and start building relationships.
Yeah. So you mentioned your sort of previous experience in internet marketing and driving traffic. What other traffic techniques had you tried? Were you trying SEO and stuff like that?
Yes, SEO and videos and articles and all of that. Whereas now you can do all of that on your Facebook page, basically, can't you? So
yeah, and like you say, I mean, it is a social network. I mean, it is. I mean, that's one of the things I've noticed about. Sorry, we're getting that crackling again, unfortunately. That's one of the things I've noticed about your page, Evan. Any page that's beginning to go well, build that momentum, is that you get people sort of interacting quite a lot.
Yeah, it definitely started turning around when it got to 1,000. I couldn't believe the difference.
Really? Yeah.
Because before that it took a while to get people to come.
So we've got a bit of interference on the line. Hopefully that won't come out too much on the recording. So going back to the beginning, Bev, I mean, how did you find getting started, those first sort of 10, 20, 50, 100 likes? How did you find that?
I found that incredibly hard work. I was going off to other pages and leaving comments, and I spent most of my time going to like other pages.
Sorry, Bev.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bev, we're losing the line there a little bit.
Oh, shame. I've switched off everything here, so did you want me to repeat that?
Please, if you could.
Okay, I said for the first 100 likes, it was quite hard work. I had to go off networking with other pages, and yeah, it took a long time, liking, commenting.
So, I mean, this is something that Chris Farrell has mentioned on his one of his Facebook traffic webinars. That his theory was that the first sort of 250 likes might be the hardest to get Has that been your experience, or what would you say to
I
that?
completely agree. I completely agree.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
literally is hard work.
Mm.
Even yeah, definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I sort
Every
of,
single like you work for.
yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I sort of describe it as a bit like trying to push a broken down car. I mean, it's hard to get it going, but once it's rolling, it starts to roll a bit, doesn't it?
It
And
definitely does.
yeah, I mean, can you think back to a time when your page started ticking along? Was there a number of likes where you noticed it was just starting to snowball a little bit? When do you think that started?
I think it started at about 500.
Right. Okay.
But obviously just before that it was, starting a little bit. But once when you've got a new page, you're also learning how to comment and what to say and how to say it and all those sort of things. So it's very important to go through that hard work, because at the same time you're learning how to engage and how to create conversation. So it's yeah.
I think that's a really good point, because of course we can listen to training videos until the cows come home, as we say over here.
Yeah.
but you've just got to get out there and do it yourself, haven't you?
You just got to get out there and do it yourself. And the biggest lesson I've learned, and it took quite a while, was to be yourself. And I know you hear it again and again and again, but every time when I put links up and all that, I don't get as much interaction as when I just put normal conversational posts up. Then that's when you get it. So
right.
It's the amount of times I've proved to myself it is when you are yourself, and we've heard them say it before. Be yourself, and it is so true.
Yeah, and I think that's certainly Kim Roach is very big on that sort of thing. It's just being yourself and letting a bit of your personality show through.
Yes, definitely.
And I think that's probably all part of just getting comfortable with Facebook and knowing who the person behind the page is.
Yes.
Some people have a picture of themselves on their avatar. I mean, you don't, I don't. Lots of people don't. But I think it's important to show yourself as the page owner.
Yes, I think it is very important to show that. Quite often when I go to a page, that's one of the first things I do, is go down and see who the page owner is, because you really like to see who you're talking to.
Yes, yeah. And I think that's going to be more and more important as time goes on.
I think it is.
Something else I'd like to talk about a bit more, Bev, is your branding, because you've created a very strong brand image with your avatar and the pictures across the top of your page. How did that come about?
I do actually have an interesting story about that. Because what happened was, when you're setting up your page, you don't actually 100% know exactly what you want. So I tried this. I think I tried it about 3 or 4 times. I had about 4 completely different graphics.
Yeah.
And then I went to a social media workshop where they critiqued a fan page, someone's fan page, and there were about 4 judges. I was about to be hitting the publish button on my fan page.
Yeah.
But I wasn't 100% happy, and then the sort of overwhelming, resounding comment for that fan page critique was, "You are not yourself on this page," they said to the lady whose page it was. And at the moment I had a real light bulb moment, and they kept saying be yourself, like I said earlier. And I thought to myself, well, none of these things I've done before are, I don't feel comfortable. You've got to feel comfortable and proud that you're going to be showing this to friends, family, customers. Are you proud to send people to it? And I came home and redid the whole thing exactly how I wanted it.
Yep.
And that's how it came about. But it was definitely through a light bulb moment, like even your graphics, everything. You don't have to try and be somebody else.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
do the colours and the scheme and everything you like.
So if you, I mean, it looks very professional, I have to say, Bev. Did you do that yourself?
Yes, I did.
Wow. Wow, fantastic.
Yeah,
it does look really good. I'll tell you what we'll do, because if I now go over to your fan page,
right,
we could see these graphics that you've got across the top here as well. Because I have to say, I confess, I thought, you've gone and paid someone to do that. I'm really impressed, Beth. They look really good. And it all
Those
sits
ones at the top were some free social media icons.
really. But
Yeah.
the wood carving effect, marries in very nicely with the brown of the avatar image, doesn't it? So it all looks very neat.
Thank you.
Um,
Yeah.
And of course, you've got your little thumbnail, and you can edit your thumbnail, can't you, when you're choosing your profile picture?
Yes, you can edit it and get it exactly how you want it to appear when you're posting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting comment you've made there about that. You've found that people sort of interact most with your ordinary conversational things and posts. So you're just talking more as yourself on your fan page, are you?
Yes, I'm trying to, as well as giving some valuable information. If I go and I don't just put any posts and anything up there. If it is resounding with me or resonating with me, if I learn something from it, then I share it.
Yeah.
But I do find if you chat to people and say, "How are you doing this weekend?" and all that, people like to talk back and have a chat about that.
Yeah. Well, that's
a mixture. I find a mixture really, really works.
So it sounds like you've really kind of found your feet, and you understand what does work on your fan page and what doesn't work on your fan page.
Well, I'm definitely beginning to find it more and more.
Yeah.
I think it's an ever-evolving process. I really do.
Yeah.
So you've just got to watch your insights, watch which ones people are commenting most on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and of course,
and I find. Sorry.
No, you finish. You finish, Bev.
I find motivational sayings as well go down very well. They kind of talk to people. So
that's an interesting point. So as well as sort of staying on topic for some of the time, you go off topic a little bit as well, do you?
Yes, I do go off topic. I read in an article somewhere, as long as it is loosely connected.
Yeah. Yeah.
To so if it's a motivational saying, it's going to be connected to someone's business somehow. If it's loosely connected.
Yeah, yeah. So, what sort of businesses are connecting with your fan page on Facebook?
Quite a few work at home mums. And I find also like florists and home businesses and things like that, which is, they're just having an amazing time on Facebook.
Yeah.
I think, people who've got products to actually show as well. Like you can see the jewelry there.
Yes.
It's fantastic. They can keep showing their products.
So, can I just ask when you launched this fan page, Bev?
I launched it in August last year.
Wow. Okay. So that's pretty good going, isn't it? So what, sort of four and a bit months, something like that?
Yeah.
And that's good going. And are you finding that you've got, the building the likes and the interaction and building the brand, of course, is just one side of Facebook for people involved in internet marketing, isn't it? For many of us, it's a traffic technique. It's a list building tool. Are you finding that's working well as well?
Yes, I am. I do have an opt-in and sign. I have a free checklist on my welcome page.
Yes, and I can vouch for that. I've downloaded that. So people who are listening to this recording, do opt in and take a look at Bev's report. It is good. I have to say, I did like the layout, Bev. It's very neat. It's sort of when I was reading through it, I thought it sort of matches the very neat and professional look of your page. So you've got a really nice welcome page there.
Thank you.
It works well visually. The text is a good size. It's very welcoming. It looks very neat and professional.